Trans-African Concessions, also known as TRAC, prides itself on offering world-class road infrastructure between South Africa and Mozambique. The company was established after South Africa's first democratic elections in 1994, which fast-tracked economic growth in Southern Africa. The then national governments of South Africa and Mozambique, led by Presidents Nelson Mandela and Joaquim Chissano respectively, conceptualized the evolution of the Maputo Corridor to stimulate economic development between the landlocked provinces of South Africa, Gauteng, Limpopo, and Mpumalanga, and the port of Maputo. After being named the preferred bidder following an intense tender process, TRAC signed a 30-year concession contract with the South African and Mozambican road agencies, SANRAL and A&E in 1997, whereafter the development of the Maputo Corridor as we know it today began in earnest. TRAC has and continues to be thoroughly committed to its obligations as the concessionaire of the Maputo Corridor, pulling out all the stops to ensure that the N4 route continues to deliver in terms of infrastructure, ease and convenience of travel, and road safety. Let's take you through a journey and show you how the Maputo Corridor has evolved and adapted under the successful concession contract. The section between Balmoral and the Hans-Stradom, now Solomon Mahlangu off-ramps in Pretoria, now Tshwane, was added to the concession in 2004. Our passion and commitment towards the concession mandate can be clearly seen from the start to the end of the route. It can also be appreciated when one understands just how much the N4 has been developed in 2.5 decades. Take for instance the Emalahleni section, initially 2 lanes per direction at the start of the concession. Today, it boasts 3 lanes per direction, making traveling on this section bliss. The road between Middelburg and Wonderfontein initially had 1 lane per direction, and besides periodic rehabilitation, it underwent a major upgrade in 2016. This included the construction of a divided highway, with the existing westbound carriageway rehabilitated and upgraded to a 3-lane highway and a new double-lane eastbound carriageway built. Roadworks also included the construction and extension of interchanges, major bridges and culverts. In the early years, the N4 between Wonderfontein and Emakhazeni only had 1 lane per direction. During the concession's initial upgrade, shoulders were added, various intersections were improved, and the Belfast interchange was also built. This portion of the route was comprehensively expanded to a 4-lane, undivided road. The progress made in the last 20 years is obvious between Emakhazeni and Ntokozweni. Apart from periodic rehabilitation, this section was upgraded in 2021 from a 2-lane road to a 4-lane undivided road. In 2021, TRAC celebrated the opening of the much-anticipated Machado Dorp interchange, which was done to accommodate the traffic influx experienced over the years between Emakhazeni and Mbombela. Furthermore, the increase in traffic volume stimulated the need to construct the interchange that offers a safer entry-exit point to and from Ntokozweni and the R36. The first section of the N4 to Mbombela runs through the enthralling Elands Valley, which boasts breathtaking sights of the town of Waterval-Boefen. During our tenure as the concessionaire of the N4, we have rehabilitated the pavement and the construction of passing and climbing lanes. Schoemanskloof used to be known as the treacherous Bambi Road, but today offers a pleasant and comfortable drive with breathtaking views of the Lowveld. Periodic rehabilitation has been done on this segment of the N4, which is due for an extensive upgrade soon. Schoemanskloof is also home to the Lowveld's most iconic rock, Old Joe. Montrose T-Junction, situated approximately 25 kilometers from Mbombela, was recently upgraded to a split-level, free-flowing interchange. This is one of the fundamental upgrades of the concession contract as it links Elands Valley and Schoemanskloof. Construction includes 2 new arch bridges over the N4, as well as the upgrading of the existing juncture point to be free-flowing ramps and loops. The section from Montrose to Mbombela was rehabilitated and in 2012 upgraded to a 4-lane divided carriageway. This is one of the busiest sections of the Maputo Corridor and houses the iconic wild fig tree, which made headlines and was saved by TRAC during the upgrade. Saving this tree stands as testimony that conservation and development can coexist. To fully understand the complexity and extent of the upgrades done on the N4 route since 1997, it is important to grasp the relation between this national road and Mbombela, the capital of Mpumalanga. At the start of the contract, the N4 cut through the capital CBD, which added pressure to the city's ever-increasing traffic. In partnership with SANRAL, a high-mobility alternative was provided under the concession contract. The 20-kilometer-long Nelspruit Ring Road was completed, along with 9 expansive bridges in 2010. The Carino interchange, valued at 390 million rand, done in partnership with SANRAL, began in 2019 and transformed the existing intersection into a grade-separated interchange with on- and off-ramps. Apart from accommodating increased traffic volumes, this interchange also separates cross-traffic from through traffic, which further enhances road safety. Prior to the concession, the road between the Carino interchange and the Crocodile Gorge offered nothing more than a narrow 1 lane per direction. During the initial upgrade, shoulders and climbing lanes were added, and as per the concession mandate, it will be upgraded to a 4-lane undivided road soon. A road trip on the N4 route is not complete without a drive through the mesmerizingly scenic Crocodile Gorge. This is one of the most pristine areas of the Ehlanzeni region, but also one of the most environmentally sensitive. With the Crocodile River on one side and an imposing mountain on the other, road construction projects in this section have always been challenging. Before the concession, this segment of road had no shoulders and was eerily narrow. However, soon after TRAC was awarded the concession, shoulders and passing lanes were added. In 2013, a major expansion and upgrade, which included the addition of passing lanes and pavement rehabilitation, was done. The section between Kaap Maiden and the Malelane-Kruger Gate was periodically rehabilitated since the start of the concession. In 2020, the portion of the road up to Kalrug was upgraded to a 4-lane undivided carriageway. The road surface was rehabilitated during this project. The very narrow road stretching between the farming towns of Malelane and Komatipoort with no shoulders left much to be desired pre-1997. During the first 2 decades of the concession, this segment was upgraded with passing lanes to ensure improved traffic flow and road safety. To truly appreciate the infrastructural progress of the N4, one needs to only look back on the state of the roads on the Mozambican side of the route before the concession came into effect. There was practically no road in some sections beyond the Bressano Garcia border post. Most of the existing N4 in this region was built from scratch. The rest was completely reconstructed. Sections 16 and 17, from the border post to Moamba, is to this day one of TRAC's biggest projects. Section 17, between the Moamba interchange and Matola, was mostly green fields, and as concessionaire, we had to prioritize the development of this section. Since the initial development, rehabilitation and routine road maintenance has been completed on this section. Due to urbanization, by 2021, traffic in this 10-kilometer section had increased to such a point that TRAC, in partnership with A&E, decided to upgrade this section. The upgrade included the widening of the N4 to a 4-lane road with access frontage roads on both sides of the N4. Another massive road upgrade done during the concession period was between Matola and Maputo. This particular rehabilitation and upgrade project commenced in 2017 and took more than 2 years to complete. It saw the section between the ShopRite intersection in Matola and the Praça 16 de Junho in Maputo upgraded and rehabilitated. As this is the busiest section of the entire Maputo Corridor, the most crucial aspect of this initiative was adding 2 lanes, 1 per direction, to the existing 4-lane undivided carriageway. Roadworks also included the expansion of several bridges, drains, and the construction of walkways. Driving the N4, it becomes clear that development is ongoing on this route. Not only does TRAC deliver in terms of quality road infrastructure, we also have a strong coalition towards technological advancements. One such example is that we were the first concession in South Africa to implement free-flowing express lanes at one of our plazas, Diamond Hill in Gauteng. These lanes allow road users to pay their tolls with an automatic, contactless tag without stopping at a plaza booth. The implementation of these express lanes was so well received and proven so effective that the same principle was rolled out along the route in South Africa and Mozambique. Despite being a road infrastructure development body, TRAC is passionate about the environment. With this in mind, we employ an experienced and skilled environmental management team, and all environmental matters, including those related to road construction, fall under the watchful eye of the Environmental Watchdog Committee. As a toll road, the N4 operates on the user pays principle. In other words, road users pay a direct user fee for the portion of the road they utilize. The money generated from toll fees from the 6 mainline toll plazas and 4 off-ramp plazas along the route fund the management and development of the road. When one thinks back to the days before the concession, the progress in terms of travel time, ease of use, convenience and road safety is certainly undeniable. Today, a trip between Mbombela and Tshwane takes on average 3 hours in comparison to more than 4.5 hours prior to TRAC taking over the road. The Maputo Corridor was developed not only on the premise of directly linking landlocked South African provinces to the Maputo port, but also to improve the lives of communities along the route. One of the key focus areas under the TRAC CSI umbrella is education, because it is crucial to the prosperity of a nation, and without it, there is no hope for future generations. Everyone is aware of the power that sports has in bringing people together and uplifting disadvantaged communities. It is these two elements that drive us to support a variety of sports competitions and development programs. Maintaining solid relationships with communities and ensuring socio-economic development while protecting and uplifting the environment along the N4 is paramount to the company's ethos. As the concessionaire of this magnificent route, it is crucial for us to ensure that this international road continues to connect countries, communities, and cultures in a responsible, holistically sustainable way while still giving back. Inspired by contemporary design and community connections, it is our mission to progressively build, develop, and evolve with a collective vision well into the future.